More teams are turning international, and with less true regional teams, it's questionable whether regional major qualifiers still fulfill their purpose. It used to be that the majority of teams belonged to one nation or shared a common first language, with only a few international players in teams where there wasn't enough regional talent left, or single players were so good that they offset the increased difficulty of communicating in a non-native language like English. Before we move on, here's a quick word from my sponsor, Skins Monkey, a site where you can trade your old skins and get new ones. Pick out all the ugly and old skins you don't want, then you're gonna pick out something nice and you're essentially upgrading your skins. Get a free $5 on your trade using code NART. You can also buy skins using code NART. You'll get a 35% bonus. Use the link below in the description to get your new skins. In December of 2021, there were 2 international teams in the top 10 and 10 in the top 30, meaning international teams made up just about 30% of the best teams. Now, in May of 2023, international teams make up 14 of the top 30 and 7 of the top 10 teams. That's over 50%. So not only has the number of top international teams increased, but there is significantly more in the top 10, showing just how superior these teams are. It is therefore not too surprising that more and more teams are going international, with the likes of Na'Vi, Liquid, NIP, Big, and previously Vitality. Another well-known issue is teams playing in other regions, as such Brazilian teams often play in North American qualifiers as there are more spots and they estimate the competition to be easier, as could be seen with the North American closed qualifier having 3 top Brazilian teams. With the borders between different regions disappearing, one of the solutions could be to have a global RMR instead. Just as the European RMR is already split into A and B, it could receive a third C tourney with teams from all regions spread across all 3. That way, each team fights for the same spots and there is no incentive to sign certain players or move headquarters just to keep a certain RMR region spot. This would also mean that the best teams go through to qualify, which could mean that some regions like Oceania or NA might see even less representation at majors if they can't beat out lower tier European teams. But this still leaves another issue. How does one qualify for the qualifier? Closed qualifiers would still need to be somewhat regional, as it would be unreasonable to expect smaller teams with a limited budget to make huge trips across oceans to potentially get eliminated after playing 4 maps. For this, I actually see the return of an older concept, RMR points. This system was used during the Road to Rio series, in which teams fought for qualifying points to the Rio Major RMR in 2021. And this system qualification was earned by amassing points across 3 to 4 regional tournaments. Points were non-transferable between regions. Now, with the more drawn out qualification process, this actually means teams have to spend a good chunk of time in their qualifying region, thereby raising the level of practice in that region. In contrast, paying at the closed qualifier for the Paris RMR probably didn't spend considerable time in NA, as it was only a 2-day long event. The older minor system already used multiple tournaments to determine qualification, but not by giving out points, but by giving the top placed teams direct invites to the major RMR. This system, however, would not address the issue of teams just using regions to qualify and not elevating the local level by staying for practice. What do you think about using the RMR points instead of direct invites and closed qualifiers to determine RMR participation? Let me know in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more Counterstrike content.